Welcome back to Crit Catch and Mega Man X. I'm Michael.
That's Skyler.
And we're going to kill an eagle. We're getting like all over endangered species here.
Yeah. So you're going to use a certain ability against this guy?
So I'm actually not, because I've come to this guy out of order. Because like I kind of said at the beginning, I do things in a certain order for armor. And normally...
He just blow his own ship up?
Yeah.
I gotta make room for how badass I am.
The big thing with this guy is just having the dash. I mean, obviously, like I said earlier, you can't miss the dash, but it makes things a ton easier to have it.
Whoa.
Because you could come to this stage pre-dash.
He just shot a tornado at you.
Yeah.
I really, just completely aside from him, anytime you're charging up your laser, it's like you're just being assaulted by snow.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god. Whoa.
Woohoo, yeah.
Dude, this guy is really cool.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's one thing. No matter, like, what the quality of the Mega Man game, the designs have always been, like, I mean, they're super iconic. And
he barfs babies.
He just, like, chucks eggs at me, right?
Oh, I don't like the animation. It's to, like, work it up.
That was another really cool thing about this game. I'm going to say that a lot, I'm sure, because there were a lot of cool things about this game.
I devolved
as an
into like
upgrade.
a 5-year-old, like, dude!
But, like, so many of the Robot Masters were roughly in the... they were kind of like in the same proportions as Mega Man. You would occasionally get ones that were a little bit different. They were like a little bit wider around the stomach, or like Guts Man was like a little bit buffer, but the proportionality differences into Mega Man X and the Super Nintendo gave you like way more options for visual differences. And they put so much detail into those sprites, just like you said with, you know, barfing the egg up. You actually see that little like
it
throat
was a very good
bulge.
animation. Is it okay for a non sequitur?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were talking about like Guts Man from a previous game, and like you gotta fight him, and it's just a pile of intestines on the ground.
Dr. Light and Dr. Wily, why did you build
Yes.
just gut robots?
Yeah.
Like, what is the purpose of this?
Well, there was an art installation where somebody like chemically made a digestive system. Who are we going to next?
We're actually gonna go to Flame Mammoth, since now that we've killed both of the penguin and the eagle, we've got two weapons, so we could technically go either to Mandrill or to Mammoth. But Mammoth is usually next in my order because killing the penguin changes his stage, and like maybe when I cut this together,
He looks a lot doofier than I thought he was
oh,
gonna.
yeah. 10.5 foot tall of thick mammoth.
Yeah. Oh, he's thick.
Mammoth steak. But so this stage is fundamentally altered because we beat Chill
The snow
Penguin.
turned yellow.
So like you see, like there's frost on the.
Oh yeah.
And so normally, and like I said, when I cut this together, I'll see if I
Is
can.
that like a half-built? Oh.
Yeah, it's like a
Oh, he's
scrap
not
yard.
looking so good.
No, this is like a scrap yard. But so
Okay.
this would normally all be fire down here, so you wouldn't be able to walk through this. And you know, maybe we'll either cut together like a little extra video at the end, or I'll just throw an overlay here at some point showing some of the fire and stuff. But that was, you know, again, I said it just a second ago, but like another cool thing about Mega Man X over the Mega Man series was
And another thing.
the sort of like different experience you could have going through the levels in terms of the order of Robot Masters changing what you experience. And this right here was one of like the biggest thorns in my foot as a kid, because so there's four upgrades. There's the helmet, the boots, the chest, and your Buster.
Oh, okay.
And you can get the Buster in one of two ways. One of which is you go through the entire game and you get to a point later and somebody gives you a Buster, which we're actually not going to see specifically because we're going to get the Buster here. But I knew as a kid, because I'd seen it in probably Nintendo Power Magazine, that you could get the Buster somewhere else. But the magazine never actually told you where.
It just showed it off.
I just knew you could get it because it talked about using the upgraded weapon against a boss. And so I spent hours searching for some place that I could get this Buster, and it's right here. And the thing is, the jump is like so tight in terms of timing, and you have to have the helmet and probably the boots to get up here.
Whoa, you could just...
Yeah.
Fuck that! Whoa.
And actually, that's that's kind of rare that I get that on the first try. I usually takes a few to get the timing just right.
You just not said anything, and everybody who knows this game would have been really impressed.
That's fine. I mean,
it's Elmer Fudd again.
Oh yeah, which will increase the capabilities of your X-Buster. You can use it to fire all types of weapons. He like really doesn't go into all that much detail about this when he's like, "Cool, man, you found the capsule." This Buster is kind of wild by comparison to the others. So Mega Man comes over here and like you get like pink ionization and then just
whoa, god damn.
Yeah, like you even get this little like back arc of which I believe still actually damages enemies. So like if something's behind you and you unleash that. But yeah, this is just like totally like off the hook. Like Mega Man cannot contain this level of power.
The fuck you cannon is what that is. Okay, here's something. He has 2 hands.
Yeah.
Until he's ready to shoot.
Yeah, I mean, it's his other hand just kind of turns into a Buster.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so here you can see the kind of like, and it's cool because
yeah.
it's got the little like red
yeah.
and his like fist goes inside and somehow doesn't get absolutely obliterated by his energy weapon or whatever. I mean, it's kind of like Samus's arm
dude
cannon.
Laughed at you.
Oh yeah, there's so many just like pricks in this game in terms of the enemies. They just get like, they're so feisty about shit.
Something about picking up a little you is really funny to me.
Oh yeah, it's like, oh look, here's my head that somehow is here. So there's our other energy tank.
What's going on?
Right on top of him.
So it does take larger to charge that one though.
Yeah. The duration of the charge for the first 2 doesn't change, so it's just like the same interval of time.
First it's just iced, and then it turns yellow, and whoa, then it gets the strawberry flavor.
It's not a progression of flavors. I don't know, I guess.
No, it's okay. Keep going with the bit.
Nah.
Whoa, what is that?
Just
is that like
acid.
lava?
No, it's well, yeah, actually, probably is lava now that I think about
this
it.
guy just swinging around like woohoo!
Gotcha.
I want to be a night robot in a facility for melting down other robots for no reason. They didn't really install that firmware update to let him turn around, did they? Ooh, you're getting a little low.
Here we go.
All right.
It's all fine.
Solved itself, I guess.
Okay, so this guy.
I gotta say, this music is banging.
Oh yeah, the music in this game is great. In fact, the Storm Eagle stage, we didn't stop and listen to it, but it was pretty fantastic. This guy's interesting because he's got interactions with a weapon that's not related to him, and here I'll actually. So there's a couple things that go on in this stage.
God, he's big.
Yeah, talking about like new things in boss fights. The size of this stage. I don't think there were any Mega Man games that had this level of size.
Were they usually on just like one screen?
Yes. It's been a while since I've played all of the Mega Man games. So just go ahead and do that.
Does that do a lot of damage to him?
Yeah, I mean, it's his weakness plus the amount of time that it sits. You can actually double tag him unless you shoot it into the wall.
It's okay. It was just hanging out.
With him, you can
All
actually...
he does is jump around?
Well, see, I'm not getting stuck in his oil.
What does he do if he gets stuck?
He'll burn it, if I remember right.
Okay.
Yeah, so you see he can shoot the fire. See, he wouldn't actually be that hard even without the tornado because his patterns are so
fucking wrecked
simple. But yeah, that tornado is super strong for him. You can actually cut his trunk off.
What?
So you have to have Boomer Kuwanger's weapon, which is not what he's weak against. But like I said,
it's just another interaction.
Yeah, there's another like interesting interaction that's just kind of in place in the game. Oop, I clicked through that one. We got a fire ability.
Okay.
We'll see it in a second. So we are going to go kill the monkey.
Was the ice strong against the fire elephant?
No, actually, but the elephant's fire is strong against the ice.
This guy looks like a fucking hoss.
Yeah, you know what he reminds me of? The Running Man.
Yeah,
the like opera singing like.
Yeah. Oh god, that movie. That movie just showed up on Amazon
yeah,
Prime.
I actually watched it the other night.
I've got it like on my favorites to watch again.
So see
Is
this
there-
right
oh,
here?
okay.
This is rubble from the ship from Storm Eagle stage.
Oh, it like crashed here.
Yeah, and so part of the reason that this stage gets really goofy is that there's been a ship crash here, so the
Turn off
stage
the
isn't
lights.
functioning. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Oh, so you've actually made this a little harder on yourself then.
yeah. It's like there's a thing we can't get yet. So you
I'm
were
a
asking.
squat bot, bitch. I don't know why I love these guys.
I'm a squat bot.
You can't get to what? Oh.
That yeah. So this is you were asking earlier about like being able to come back into the stage, and that was kind of another unique thing. Whereas the previous Mega Mans, they pretty much kept themselves contained to each stage as you went. You can go back with new things and get stuff. in
Interact
these.
with things.
Yeah.
Whoa, what was that?
You know,
Starfish guy.
Yeah, it's like a little.
Wow, I really thought you were about to eat it. You can. Now I know we're not playing on a CRT, but you can almost. Wow, fuck him in particular.
Yeah, that guy has killed me many times over the years because I always forget about him, and so it's somewhere along. Yep, that one got me. Whoop.
Oh, you recovered.
Yeah, I've also been hit by that one many times.
They're really kind of pretty. Oh, lights are on. And they're just done.
So you were saying about like, yeah, we're not playing on a CRT, but
You can still kind of see the little outlines of the level just very faintly when the lights were out.
yeah.
What?
Ow, this guy's irritating. So you can actually get stuck in those little water globs. They're like jelly. This guy's made like way easier by the.
Oh, jeez.
Yes, it's fine. This guy is like a huge pain if you don't have.
That animation is so cool.
Yeah.
He's crying. And he's dead. So.
But yeah, that
So much
that
for
guy's kind of a big old pain if you don't have that, just because you get stuck in those blobs a lot, and he's actually got some different kind of movement patterns where he bounces around the room, and if you get stuck, it's really easy to.
So he's sort of like spinning out.
Yeah, he's like burning out over here.
The sprite work in this is really.
Man, that's one thing. Capcom has always been like a top tier
Yeah.
sprite work company. I mean, and this goes,
This guy might be my favorite. This little wheelie guy.
but that goes back to like, their arcade days and all the different sprite work for Street Fighter, and I mean even stuff like Breath of Fire and like their RPGs and other things.
Which we're gonna play.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do RPGs because I am a huge RPG hound.
It's like his favorite kind of game, and a lot of these RPGs I haven't played, but we won't talk too much about those while we're playing Mega Man.
yeah. Instead, here's a turtle.
With a fucking chimney that shoots artillery, like.
It's like all of these
Oh my God.
animal things just spit bombs at us.
Yeah, Michael, he's the Artillaturtle. Artillatortus would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could go and edit that so it was like the first thing you said, but I won't.
Well, it's okay. Epor's still on the fucking.
Oh, nobody knows what that is yet. So
They might eventually.
Yeah, they will.
And I will. I think about that every day. Honestly, it's just as I.
some people may know what that is. Look forward to it.
Yeah, as I tell.
No, it's all good.
As I tell my roommate, it's not easy being this dumb. It's really not.
All right. Well, we're about to see a giant monkey or ape. I'm not sure which off the top of my head. I could check a phone, but I don't. So we'll actually do this next time on Crit Couch.
I have no cold clothes for this one. I'm just gonna let it die. Is it called a cold close?
I don't know.
Okay.